What is up, Paper Mario fans? In this video, I'll be making a ranking of all the battle systems in the Paper Mario series. I might have some controversial opinions, so please don't cancel me on here. So yeah, let's get right into this. So there are 6 Paper Mario games. As we all know, I will not be including Paper Jam because that is a Mario and Luigi game. It literally is called Mario and Luigi. So yes, I will not be including that in this video. Anyway, let's get right into this. So the original Paper Mario battle system, I'm going to give an A tier. So here's my problems with this battle system. I think, no, I'm going to give it a B tier. Here's my problems with the battle system. A tier. We're going back in A tier. Okay, anyway. Here's my problems with this battle system that don't give it up to an S or an S plus tier. First of all, the partners aren't very varied in this game, if that makes sense. So if you look at Thousand Year Door, you're thinking, okay, well, Goombella, her role is to absolutely destroy people and give Mario extra turns. Koops is all about defending and hitting smaller groups of ground enemies. Yoshi is all about... Not Yoshi, sorry. Madame Flurry is all about tanking and insta-killing enemies. Let's see. Yoshi's all about just doing insane amounts of damage. Vivian's about doing fire damage and allowing Mario to evade attacks, like all that stuff. And then when you look at Paper Mario, the original, the partners really aren't as different. Like you look at pretty much anyone. Goombario, he's good against the single target, and let's see, what is his face? Watt, sorry, is good at breaking shields and buffing Mario with extra attacks, but extra attack stat. But really, most of the other partners kind of function the same, like Bombette and Lackluster, and like some of them will have, they really just don't feel as unique, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense. But most of them you can get through the game just using pretty much any partner in the original Paper Mario. Whereas I feel in Thousand Year Door, I swapped my partners a lot more. I felt the need to swap a lot more versus just spamming Watt, Sushi, and occasionally Goombario in the original. So that's part of what I don't really like. Another part of what I don't like is that the badge system only allows you to have 30 BP. I got 30 BP around like chapter 4 or something. It's not fun when you only get only be able to equip like a few of your badges. In Thousand Year Door, you can get like 99 badge points. It just makes it a lot more interesting, and it's just not really for me as much, because I want a game where I can really be as customizable as possible, whereas in the original Paper Mario, I just didn't really feel that, if that makes any sense. Also, the prologue is annoying. You don't have action commands right away. Sorry, I don't hate this. It's in the A tier. I'm just trying to explain why it's not on the S or S+. Another thing is the partners not having their own health is kind of funky. I never really liked that. I always thought that was a really weird way to go about having partners. So I don't think that it's a bad battle system in any way, but it's not like top tier. All right, Thousand Year Door, I'm going to give probably an S tier battle system. I think that Thousand Year Door really improves on the original Paper Mario in so many ways. It's a really fun combat, but I feel like once I've played this game enough, I'm just like, okay, now I'm one-shotting everything and all that stuff, which is totally fine. I think that any game, once you master it, you should be able to do really well in it, so that's fine. But I love the badge system. I love that there's like theater-like elements where there's a crowd and all that. The battle system definitely is... I'm moving this to B. Moving that to B. I really do think that Thousand Year Door just has a great battle system all around. You know it. Like, the badge system's so much better in this. The partners are way better in this. The crowd element, the audience elements makes it tons of fun. The bosses are more interesting, in my opinion. And yeah, I really do think that this is just way better than the original. It's just everything the original did, but so much better, and that's why I'm gonna give that. All right, I'm gonna say Super Paper Mario is in the C tier, and that's just because it is way too easy. Like, at least in Paper Mario and Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, you have to like kind of think of a strategy. Because if you have like at least like the Peril Mario and the Danger Mario, like, oh, you have to use your brain a little bit. No, in Super Paper Mario, it's just some boss fights will take 10 seconds. Like, if you do the right strategy, you can literally one-shot the final boss. And I know you can do that in Thousand Year Door, but at least you have to like buff yourself a little bit more first. Super Paper Mario, I don't know. It's fun combat. Like, I think it would be so much more fun if it was a lot more difficult. And I just have a hard time justifying that this has a better battle system than pretty much any of the others in the series. I think that the pixels are tons of fun. I do love the pixels. I love the difference between the 4 playable characters. But those elements are amazing for like just traveling the world and stuff. But boss fights, as much as the boss fights are well designed and stuff, I think that if all of them had like 5 times more health or something, or just did more damage, or if the game wasn't, I don't know. I don't really know what to say, except it's just a little too easy. And I don't hate it. Like, I really do like Super Paper Mario in general. It's one of my favorite Paper Mario games. But I do just wish that they figured out some way to make it more interesting. All right, Sticker Star, I'm going to give a D tier. I don't hate the battle system in this game, but it's just really simple. And I don't hate the stickers too much. I mean, I definitely prefer everything else, but I don't hate stickers as much as most people do. I think in practice, they could have been an okay idea if there was also partners or something to mix up the battle system. Now, the big problem here is there's literally no point of battling. I know I'm saying it again. Everyone sounds like a broken record saying it, but literally all you get for battling is getting coins to get more stickers. And it is kind of fun, but fun doesn't cut it in a series with a lot of awesome battle systems where you're actually getting experience and you're growing stronger and all that stuff. And that's what I really love about RPGs. I love the grind. And in Sticker Star, you're just getting more coins to get more stickers. And it's not the worst thing ever. I do think it's fun. Is it really fun? No. And it's just fundamentally flawed to a degree that I'm just not really like, okay, that was a good battle system. Like, it's definitely one of the weakest RPG battle systems I've played, just because there's not really a point. Now, in terms of actually the stickers, the reason this isn't the F tier is because I think the stickers are kind of fun. I think they're fine, but also, and another thing I really don't like is the battle spinner. It's just a waste of time. It annoys me. You spend so many coins to get more moves and all that. And the one thing I do like is like the idea of Paper Mario and Paper Mario 2. It's really like it's more of a battle, whereas Sticker Star, it's more of a puzzle on how you can beat all the enemies at once in one round. I think that's an okay idea. I think it makes it a little interesting because you're optimizing your best strategy. I think it's okay, but it really, really doesn't work in a game where it's just no point to battling. Like, you get that reward at the end of battle. You get like 5 more coins than you spent on the battle because you use a battle spinner. And it's just really wonky. However, my controversial take here is that Color Splash very much improved on this battle system. And I'm actually going to say it is in the A tier. I'm going to get killed for this, but I actually had more fun fighting battles in Color Splash than fighting battles in the original Paper Mario. And a big part of this is in Paper Mario, what I loved about leveling up was being able to equip more badges. But when you get to 30 and you have like 4 badges equipped and all your BP is gone, I know that's very much an over-exaggeration, but I just didn't really like fighting in Paper Mario. But in Color Splash, I actually had fun with it. I liked that a lot of people would just fill up the paint all the way every time, and that makes sense, right? But I liked that you could it didn't end up being a super big mechanic in some battles, but in other battles, like painting it not all the way, it could be beneficial. I kind of liked how the paint kind of worked as like a MP system, I do think it could have been done way better. It really could have been done way better. But I do like the cards. I think that everything I hated about Color Splash's battle system really was there's no point, and there's no and the battle spinner's stupid. Now here there is a point because you do level up your hammer, which I know it's not a lot, but to me that's kind of enough. It's kind of enough. And yeah, I think it's a pretty fun combat system. I never actually really got that bored of it until the very end of the game. And I had a fun time. I thought the cards were fun. I thought that it was way better that you just always got to play. It made a big difference to me that you were able to actually play like 2, 3, 4 cards. And I liked that you just got upgrades throughout the game instead of having to spin with coins every single battle. And a lot of people say it is annoying to like flick with the gamepad and all that stuff. But actually, what a lot of people don't realize is there's a setting that will there's a setting that you can do in the game that speeds that process up a lot. I can't remember what it does, but basically it lets you do all the steps at once. So it made battles so much quicker. I don't know if everyone discovered that, but I do think that I just really liked that it was able to take everything I hated about Sticker Star's battle system and make it into something fun. Now, it's definitely not the best because there's no partners, but I did like it better than Paper Mario because I honestly see Paper Mario, the original, to me is a flawed battle system that was much improved with Thousand Year Door, whereas Color Splash was much improved with Sticker Star, and I think that I actually had a bit of fun. Also, this is not really, obviously not the same as partners, but there were cards that you could get a little enemy to join. It didn't work against bosses, which always kind of pissed me off, but it was pretty fun. Like, you got to use these little enemies with you in battle. And I just thought that there were some fun things here. The frog suit and the raccoon suit especially. The frog suit, putting that on every battle made that you could, like, dodge. And I don't know. I thought that there was a lot of fun ways to utilize the cards in this game. And I thought that the paint and the kind of level up system made it enough for me to like it better than some of the other battle systems. And I don't know. I find that the original Paper Mario has more things that I'm like, oh, okay, that's annoying about than Color Splash does. Mostly because of that badge point limit and that stupid partners don't actually have HP. So I don't know. If you hate me for it, go ahead. Hate me all you want. But I like Color Splash, the battle system. All right. So this is where it gets tricky because part of me wants to put Thousand Year Door in S+, but part of me wants to put Origami King in S+. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say that for me, all of these would stay here just in general. Actually, if we're going off, let's see. So if we're going off of enemy fights, it would probably look like this. Just regular encounters. No, I'd probably still have this above. This is probably my regular encounters tier list. My boss tier list would probably look something like this. If that makes any sense. And the reason Sticker Star moved up quite a bit is because that game actually has some really cool bosses. And I know that a lot of people don't agree with me on that. But, so what I want to do to average it out, I think Sticker Star still deserves here. But I'm going to say that I like Origami King a little better than Thousand Year Door's battle system because I value bosses more than regular encounters. Because technically you can avoid regular encounters if you want to. And honestly, Origami King is some of my favorite boss fights in any video game ever, not just the Paper Mario series. And the normal battles are fine. They're like these ring puzzles, and they're fun. I still enjoyed them. But they're definitely not better than Thousand Year Doors, or maybe not even better than Color Splashes. But the boss fights where you're on the outside and you're trying to attack. It's hard to explain unless you've played the game. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you've played the game. And I know some people just hate this battle system in general. And I get it. It's way different than the other ones. Like, if you thought that Color Splash and Sticker Star were a departure from the original formula, and even Super Paper Mario was quite a bit. But Origami King just throws away the original battle system. I get that people don't like it. I understand why people would hate it. But the boss fights in this game, were some of my favorite moments in gaming. Like, I loved the arrow things where you had to like make a path and just beat the boss. It was so good. If you hate it, I'm sure you're probably thinking this is the worst video ever. But if you're one of those people who agrees with me, I'm sure you'd love to see Origami King at the top of the list. And honestly, in terms of like actually what functions the best as a battle system, it's probably like this. You know, I probably would say this is probably a more objective tier list. And I know that I just get really annoyed at some of the things that the original Paper Mario does when a lot of people don't. But I really do think that this is my ranking of the Paper Mario games. At the top, Origami King, then Thousand Year Door, then Color Splash, then the original, then Super, and then Sticker Star. This is my battle system ranking for the Paper Mario series. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you hate me, go ahead, leave hate comments. I'll probably delete them. But if you enjoyed this video, or if you would love to agree to disagree, I always am totally fine. Like, if you said Sticker Star battle system was the best, Thousand Year Door is the worst, I still wouldn't hate you, and I would still be like, hey, dude, I like your opinion. But honestly, let me know down below what you thought of this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where I am ranking the Paper Mario games by their soundtrack. All right, see you guys.